Three dads walking have announced their latest epic challenge, a 500-mile walk from Scotland through the east of England. Andy Airy from Moorland in Cumbria is one of the suicide-bereaved dads who've raised more than £1 million for the suicide prevention charity Papyrus, as well as campaigning for the government to do more to protect young people from the biggest threat to their lives. Alison Freeman reports.
They've walked and talked for almost 1,000 miles over 2 mammoth hikes, raising awareness that young people are the biggest threat to themselves and more than £1 million for charity, asking politicians to ensure suicide prevention is taught to every child. The three dads walking, who each lost a daughter to suicide, even spoke to the PM about it. Almost a year later, they're still asking for change after a cabinet reshuffle saw a new schools minister, Damien Hinds, introduced.
It did feel a bit frustrating that it felt like we'd gone back 10 months, so we need to have the same conversation again with him. But he's got all the evidence, all these people that we've met, that we've introduced to the DFE, who've all said talking about suicide doesn't provoke suicide. If we talk about suicide and suicide prevention, that's the way to save lives.
The Department for Education says it's still looking in detail at whether it can include further content on suicide prevention in the curriculum. So, whilst the dads wait, they'll keep walking. Their latest challenge in mid-April, a 500-mile walk from Scotland through the northeast of England. The Dad's Walk of Hope will take in a number of new offices like the one here on Newcastle's quayside that the suicide prevention charity Papyrus has been able to open, partly thanks to their campaigning.
The Three Dads Walking has changed the landscape in the conversations nationally. For us, they've accelerated our plans as a national charity to be as local as we can. Around the time of the pandemic, we were probably 5 or 6. This year, with a fair wind, by the end of March, we'll be around 20 bases.
The first person delivering suicide prevention training from the office is Xander.
The North East has sadly one of the highest suicide rates in the country, and I think we can make a real impact here and to speak about suicide and hopefully try and reduce those numbers.
So just a few months after you open, the three dads are going to walk through and let everybody know that you're here. How important is that?
But the more people we reach, the more people who know about our work and the more people who can get in contact with us and save lives, really.
Alison Freeman, BBC Look North, Newcastle.
Absolutely dedicated to that cause. All three of those lovely, lovely dads. Remarkable.